So I'm with Alan and Josh. This is Alan, Oxendine, and his son Josh, who has grown about a foot since last year. And we're gonna go down Crabtree Falls. This is where we are right now, of course, where it says we are. We're gonna go down the short trail down to the waterfall, and we're gonna take the long trail back out. And this is what it looks like. We're getting ready to embark. Let's do it. Okay, so this is definitely not gonna be a real steady video. It's gonna be shaky, just hand holding this. But this is kind of what the trail looks like in the summer. I think I've done this in the fall a couple times and maybe posted some video before, but this is just walking down the short trail. This is kind of what you see before it gets kind of wild and steep, because it does get much steeper than this eventually. So here's where things start to get hairy. We've just come from that direction. So from here on, it's pretty steep all the rest of the way down. You got kind of, I mean, there's places where it isn't it. And go ahead, Josh, I'll follow y'all down there. Let y'all take the lead now. Yeah, you got steps through parts of it. You can actually hear the waterfall kind of down below us. It's down to the right. About halfway down into the gorge now. Josh has walked on up ahead of us. Alan's back here behind me. And we got some sun coming through. Sun's peeping through the clouds. It'll be pretty down at the falls. Feels really cool down in here. You can kind of feel the mist off the falls. Here's the little bridge you go on to for observation. You can walk right up to it. I figure Josh and Alan might want to walk over there. That's it. Say what? Yeah. So yeah, folks, it's one of my favorite spots. My dad's house is actually about 2 miles back that direction. So I grew up right up in here. The tree that's there in the middle has been there ever since I can remember. It grows on almost no soil at all. There's just that little bit of moisture, or not moisture, but a little bit of sustenance that grabs off the top of that rock. The falls is about, I don't know, probably 95 feet or so from the top. It depends on where you measure it from. It's really probably maybe 120 feet from where the chute starts, at the very tip top up there beyond where you can see. This is it. Prettiest place to shoot it's from actually up there. So I'm going to climb on up ahead of Josh and Alan for a minute now. I'm shooting all this with my GoPro. I've got a Canon camcorder with me too. I'll probably pull it out and shoot a little bit of video also. Let's see what it looks like differently with the Canon. So yeah, this is shot with the Canon HF-G10. My thighs are shaking from that climb down. There's the tree even better. So here you can see the how the roots are just kind of barely hanging on. I don't know how it gets its nourishment out of that. Looks like Josh is going to walk over there toward it. This will give you some, when they get kind of up there toward the base of it, it'll give you some idea of how big the falls actually is. It's pretty large. You just got to be careful. You don't want to climb up the edge right there of the falls. People have fallen and died climbing up on the rocks along the side of it, you know. But you can do some pretty good, you know, bouldering there. And it's a big plunge basin. It's probably, it used to be probably 4.5, 5 feet deep there at the base of it. Pretty canopy of trees. This is the surrounding area. There's their walking sticks and stuff. But yeah, back that direction is where my dad and my brothers and all live still. You go up these stairs here to the, like I say, the better viewing area. So I'm gonna go up there Probably shoot Josh and Alan from there, so if it's a cool shot. So to me, this is the premium view. There's Josh and Alan. That gives you a better scale. And once again, you can see that from the bottom, the last plunge is maybe 80 feet. If it goes another 20, 30 feet above there, if you go up to where the chute actually is. I realize these are all handheld shots. Right pretty though. It's pretty nice today. A lot of water coming off. It's not always that way. Sometimes if it's been dry, it's not as spectacular falls, but right pretty falls. Hey! There's the little bridge. And the walking sticks and stuff is still down there. Let's shoot a GoPro wide shot because it'll get kind of all this all at once instead of having to pan around so much with the Canon. Love my Canon camcorders, but you get that field of view with the GoPros. Here it is, wide field of view with the GoPro Hero3 Plus Black Edition. I think I'm in 30 frames per second. Yeah, 30. Gives you a pretty good idea of what the whole area looks like. The bluff is up here. We'll be going past that on the walk out. I'm going to take them on that trail there that climbs up. It's pretty precipitous. It actually goes up pretty high. Cool. Here's a little video at 48 frames per second. I don't know if that'll make the water any clearer. I may render it down to 24 frames per second or 30, just to see. You might see a little bit of difference in the waterfall. Just testing 48 frames per second down here and see how it does. So I climbed up the long trail up to this point. This is what we always used to call the bear cave. It's not really a cave, it's an overhang of all this granite and mess. But it's pretty. Falls is down below us. Blue Ridge Parkway off there in the distance. That's where we've come from. It's quite a challenging little hike up here.
Yeah, worked up a sweat.
I'm telling you. It's a good place to hang out if you want to stay out of the rain when a thunderstorm pops up. This is your last little bit before we get to what's called the high bluffs here at Crabtree Falls. And this can be pretty dangerous because it falls off real steep off the edge of a cliff. They've probably got it blocked off. No, maybe not. Little place to rest there. This is the bluff. So you go out there in the fall, you can see bits of the waterfall. I'll let you guys go and shoot some video of you. So the waterfall's right down below you now. See a lot of galax over there. I might come down here and just shoot off the edge myself after Josh and Al have had their chance to take a good peek. I'm pretty close to the edge with Josh. There's what it looks like going straight off. Waterfall down in there somewhere. Maybe you can see good of it. Wish I brought my golf stick. I could swing it over the edge and maybe see the waterfall good. So yeah, we're up probably 3,500 feet or so, 3,600 feet. The knob up there is probably about 4,000 feet off there in the distance. There you go. That's a good view of my feet.